Hey everyone, Steve Grogan here, founder of the Geek Wing Chun Mental Health and Self-Esteem channel. Today's video is a continuation of the previous two. 2 videos ago we talked about the silly thing about mommy-daddy issues when people accuse you of having mommy-daddy issues. Last video we talked about things people believe or don't believe about mothers, and I called it the myths and misunderstandings about motherhood. This one's going to be I'm an alliteration fan, so I'm going to call it the follies of fatherhood. Well, it's not really the follies, but it's the best I can think of. So, if you've never been here before, this is what this channel is all about. It's a supplemental channel to Geek Wing Chun. I used to have mental health and self-esteem stuff over there, but then I started to realize my Wing Chun channel, my Wing Chun videos got less and less viewership because people just started to ignore half of my content, even though, in my opinion, mental health, physical fitness, nutrition, those will help you become the best martial artist you can. And a lot of people agree, but they also agree it kind of muddied the waters as to what that channel was about. So that's why we're here. And if you want a better, more complete explanation, there's a link to a video that describes it. There's also a link to the main channel as well. But in the meantime, if you'd rather see mental health and self-esteem stuff, subscribe and hit the notification bell on this channel. So this video is kind of like I said, it's a continuation of last week's video where I talked about how, you can believe, not you, but a generic you. I'm like, wait, you can believe a mom can kill but not psychologically torment her children. And if you want to see the full video, I'll put a link as well. But then they have no problems believing a dad could do that. Not the kill part, the psychologically torment part. And it's just part of a double standard that I see, and I have seen since, I do have children, and I'm going to be 100% transparent with you folks. I've got 4 kids by 3 moms. The first pregnancy was twins, and then 2 boys by 2 different women. And unfortunately, not with any of the moms. Well, when I mean unfortunately, I don't mean like I miss them and still love them. I just mean, broken homes they're not a cool thing. And it's a shame that things, had to turn out that way, but it is what it is. Ever since being in this situation, I have come to see a lot of hypocrisy and double standards when it comes to mothers and fathers. For example, we live in this antiquated court system where they believe just because the kid grew inside the mom for 9 months that she's automatically the better parent. And I think women like Susan Smith prove that's not true. But what I'm referring to is the fact that in the last video I talked about how if somebody says, my mom mentally and physically abused me my whole life, people will say, oh, you're exaggerating. But then they'll read a story about, Susan Smith drowned her kids, and people say, that's too bad. It's like, well, wait a minute. Killing someone is a bigger offense than just mentally abusing them, I would say. So if you can't believe in the mental abuse, shouldn't you be even more disbelieving of the bigger offense instead of just accepting it like that? But people aren't that way. If you were to tell someone that your mom was mentally abusive toward you, they'd say you're exaggerating and she wasn't that bad and you're dissing your mom and she supported your ass and blah, blah, blah. But then they have no problem believing, if you say your dad did it, people have no problem believing that. And I think that's sadly on the part of men, the fact that most violent crimes are committed by men, and well, that's the big one, really. So I don't think those kind of males do us a favor, but I also think you really shouldn't generalize. You can't say, well, 9 guys out of 10 got in fistfights, so the 10th guy must have, you know. So, I mean, I understand why people can more readily accept that a father would be mentally and verbally, emotionally, whatever you want to call it, abusive to the kids. Because, I mean, guys are the perpetrators of more violent crimes than women, you know. So if you can go as far as like beating someone up or killing them, then yeah, then probably you could also mentally and verbally abuse someone as well. But if you can accept it about the mother, if you can accept the killing about the mothers, you should also accept the possibility of the psychological torment on their part as well. And that's all I'm trying to say with this series of videos. And that's that. So thanks for tuning in. Again, if you want to see more footage about mental health, self-esteem, and things that shape that, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.